Hello and welcome everyone, it's your boy Logic and we're back with another sub-faction tournament. This is going to be number 6. This is going to be our first one since we've had the new DLC, which is the Silence and the Fury, and I'm super duper excited here to get ready with some of these new sub-factions. So let's get into it. How are we doing, Mr. It's Current Year? For those that don't know, Current Year, another fantastic YouTuber, so please, all here in the Total Warhammer scene, go check him out and go see what he's all about. That'd be fantastic if you guys can do that. We also have Mr. Down Under Blunder. How you doing, buddy? As well as Benji, Davina, Deadly Bunnies, CJ, God Eater. How we all doing, everybody? Hope we're all having a fantastic day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Let's pump with it. We're going to have these two here. We're going to be on Pillar of Bone. We are going to be having the Beastmen here up against the Skaven. So Clan Pestilence here, coming up against the brand new Beastmen sub-faction here. So we're not, that should be Malagor's new sub-faction because they didn't have any sub-factions before. So it should be pretty interesting. Brings new meaning to cows with guns. I missed that. Until TK get absolute armor, I will dump them. Fair enough. Alrighty. Both going to be ready here, so let's get in with these armies. Oh, this one is gorgeous. Alright, so for Clan Pestilence here, we are going to be having Rat Ogres in the front line, mixing in with Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield. So we're going to have some Skaven Slaves. And what else have we got here in the front line? So, yeah, looks like how many Rat Ogres we've got here? 3 Rat Ogres, by the looks, yeah, big boys indeed. So we're going to have 3 Wolf Rats with Poison. Also some Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield. Let's make 2 of those. And that's made that a triple. So 3 of those here. We are going to have some Eshin Triads, some Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, which is very nice here from Puck de Bomb. We're also going to come with some Skaven Slaves, lots of those slavey boys in the front line. So for the Lord Choice, what do we have? So we are going to be having the Gracia Plague, probably the most competitive Lord currently here for the Skaven. We'll be having Arcane Conduit, Vermintide, the dreaded 13th spell, with also Unholy Clamour and Scorch. We're also going to be having the Assassin here coming in with the Rival Hide Talisman and Assassin's Trophy. And the same here for the second one as well. So 2 sneaky little boys there that if you play Vermintide, you full well know their power. So we're also going to be having the brand new Beastmen sub-faction here with Malagor coming in here with some Ungol Spears in the front. Over here as well, we're going to be having some Chaos Spawn mixing in with the Jabber Scythe. This thing is terrifying to look at and terrifying to play against. Trying to hold this thing down is a pain. So Jabber Scythe here will be coming with the Aura of Madness and also the Spurting Ball of Blood. In the sky, we are going to have a Ferromanticore with Malagor the Dark Omen and a second Ferromanticore. Ferromanticore is new here as well for the Beastmen. They didn't actually have them as options before, with 2 Chaos Spawns here in the front, mixing in with 2 Tuskor Chariots. Tuskor Chariots, very good indeed. In the back, we are going to have some Ungol Raiders. And where's Malagor himself? I believe this is too many chariots, I believe. We are going to have a Brave Shaman who is going to have Traitorkin, Dissolve, and Bestial Surge. I believe this is too many chariots, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I believe you're only allowed 2 Tuskors, but maybe that's changed. I hate being jumped by those sneaky rats. I know, man. I know. Sneaky boys. Sneaky assassins. So let's have a look here. So in the back, we are going to have some Chaos Warhounds. And just the one. Just the one. Just while these boys get rid of the Rumble, I'm just going to double check the Banner Rules 4.05. I'm pretty sure for the Beastie Boys, it is only going to be 2 Tuskor Chariots you can currently take. I could be wrong. You can only have 1 Jabber Scythe, but you can have 2 Gorgons. That's very interesting. So there's actually no limit on chariots currently, unless they've... Oh, there is. There's a maximum of 2. But it doesn't say... Oh, I don't know. In theory, he's in the rules, and the rules actually say 1 maximum Lord and Hero, and then it says you can have 2 of the chariots, but I'm not sure. I think that's open to interpretation. We'll see how this goes. Mr. Parker Ritter, how are we doing? 1 on Lord and 2 on normal. I still think that's a bit too much currently. So, for example, you could take a Wargore, 2 Tuscal Chariots, and you're looking pretty tasty. The Wargore on the Tuscal Chariot's pretty dangerous in the current meta. It's actually unbelievably broken against single entities, which it shouldn't be. Especially single entity monsters, because its splash damage is just beyond broken. Beyond broken. But both sides are going to move forward here. We are going to have the Skaven Slaves that should do okay against the Ungor Spearheads. They're not going to do too much damage output, but they'll certainly hold them for longer than they would most mobs in the front line. And looks like here we are going to be getting the Ferromanticores around the back. Looks like here we're going to be charging with the Storm Vermin shields here. So they're going to be coming to meet the front line, which is very interesting. Looks like we drop back the Skaven Slaves. We're going to be moving in the Wolf Rats as well to try and deal. But looks like we are going to be pushing some lovely stuff from Punterbon. Pushing in, faking out the Wolf Rats of Poison to get on top of the Ferromanticores. It's going to be poisoning them now, getting in with the Rat Ogres for that good armor piercing as well. And really ripping apart up against these lovely Manticores. Looks like here, lots of damage has gone down the Rat Ogres. Traitorkin Overcast has gone down here in this pocket. Also going to be going down on the Wolf Rats as well. Damage over time. Negative speed as well can be very, very damaged. Unholy Clamour going down for that 16 leadership and plus 18% vigor. Can be very handy in the front here. Chaos Spawn, Rival High Talisman going down on those bad boys, giving them 0 melee attack. Very handy there in the front. So the Ungor Spears have died. We are going to have Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield doing very well here. I'm a big fan of the Storm Vermin at the current meta. A lot of people might not agree with me on that, but I certainly do like them at this moment in time. So just like here, we are going to be having a Flock of Doom going down. I'm not too sure. Malagor is going to be flying high in the sky. We don't really have any weapons team to take him out, though, which is kind of scary. There's going to be a full melee army here, but we are going to be fighting in the frontier up against the Bray Shaman. Certainly getting pinned in here using the Assassins. You should be getting some of those negative stats as well from Assassin's Trophy. Yes, he is. He's going to have 9 melee attack and 0 melee defense, so he should get pulled apart pretty quickly here. Looks like here the Storm Vermin, Sword and Shields are going to pull out. Looks like they're going to pull over to the right-hand side of the map. So it looks like here you kind of let the Bray Shaman get away with it. But it looks like we are going to be chasing with those wolves. Wolves are going to get in, and they're certainly going to deal with him, that's for sure. He only has 67 speed whilst he's poisoned, so he's not going to be going too far particularly quickly. But Chaos Spawn are in with the Jabber Scythe, and also the Ferromanticore. They are going to be chasing up against the Greyseer Plague. He certainly needs a Clan Rat summon in here, or the Eshin Triads to move around the flank. So we are going to have a summon of the Clan Rats in here to try and just, protect him here and wither out, give him that little buffer zone between himself and the Ferromanticore and the Chaos Spawn. That's about here, pretty even in general. Ferromanticores and all the large Indigo Entity monsters are going to be holding up the majority of this battle here. That's what we have. Rampage from the Ferromanticore. We'll be rampaging into Rat Ogres and also the brand new summoned Clan Rats. That is going to allow the Greys here just to chill for a bit, just to relax here in the backside and get going when it needs to get done. It was like here, the Double Assassins, they kind of rotated a little bit too much there, I think. They almost need to bodyguard the Greyseer Plague. They're going over there is not too advantageous. But here in the middle, we are going to have the Jabber Scythe just ripping apart all the infantry. We still have some Skaven Slaves, Clan Rats. Where are some of those Storm Vermin? It's like the Clan of Vulcan Tail Slashers in the back, Skaven Slaves. I don't see any of the Elite Boys. Where are the Elite Boys? I think the Elite Boys have gone down. There's one chasing over here up against the broken unit of Ungor Spears. They can certainly come back in the pocket. But there's not going to be a lot in here to protect this Greyseer. A lot of it is going to be very susceptible to terror. This might be... Oh, it's another Clan Rat summon. So we could really do with a Storm Vermin summon, the anti-large armor-piercing variety, to deal with this Jabber Scythe. But looks like we are going to get away with it for now. I don't know if you overcast it, maybe you get Clan Rat Spears. But maybe that's something you could invest in there. But it looks like the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, Traitorkin gone down on those. Is that going to be overcasted Traitorkin? Yes, it is going to be an overcasted Traitorkin for that damage and negative speed. But it's like, yeah, the Assassins are going to come in. They need to come in a little bit quicker, I think. They need to come in and really assist, because you get that Wargore Chariot that has that stupid splash damage. It's just going to absolutely decimate the Greyseer Plague if you're not careful. Looks like Malagor the Dark Omen is coming in as well for a couple of swoops. Looks like we are going to get Assassin's Trophy on him. Assassin's Trophy on the Jabber Scythe might be quite nice. It's going to currently be just destroying the Greyseer Plague. He does have 100 armor, but his melee defense stat 34 is not huge, but we are going to be coming in with the rest. It looks like, unfortunately, the Assassin is getting thrown around just a little bit. Balance of power is going to be relatively even here. We certainly have more Rat Boys around here, but they need to get in and they need to protect. We certainly need to get some of these Rat Ogres in to come smash up against the Jabber Scythe. Losing your Lord here, which he has been terrified, is going to be pretty game-ending, I think. So Traderkin's going down again on top of the double assassins. We're going to be 89 health, negative 12 leadership, and the Wargore Chariot should get one cycle in here and pretty much kill off the Grey Seer Plague, I think. Looks like he is going to be able to catch. We do have 49 speed here. Oh, it's only 70 for the British Shaman on that chariot. Oh, that's actually going to just be... That's actually not going to be the Wargore variety. That's going to be the normal variety. Okay, that's going to be the normal variety, but yep, looks like it does finish him off. We still have two Tuskals in the middle. And it looks like here the Jabbercypher is still going to be fighting. Balance of power, though, is going to be switching into the Beastman favour. But if the Jabbercypher does go down, could certainly turn things around. He has broken. He's going to run away. He's not going to regenerate. He is already negative 21 leadership down to negative 15, negative 11... Negative 13, so it's going to be hovering around those ballpark marks. So you don't want to be taking any stupid damage at this point, because if you take too much stupid damage, you pull balance of power back into the Skaven favour. Let's have a look. Where is he? So we are going to be having Malagor the Dark Omen flying high in the sky. He's going to hold the entirety of the balance of power here for the Beastmen. We are going to be chasing off using the Tuskal Chariots. 77 speed here. Going to be chasing off the majority of those forces. Let's have a look here. Chaos Wines and Poison are coming back into the mixture. They can certainly do with aiding in the removal of the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers. Fighting here up against... Oh, yeah, nice Assassin Trophy going down. That could actually kill him. That could actually kill him. Oh, he has broken. Negative 44 leadership. Is he going to shatter? Oh, he might get away with that shatter. Oh, looks like we have killed... We have killed the Manticore. Oh, the Manticore shattered. It didn't die, but it shattered. Balance Power is going to come back even. That could allow... The Jabbercypher has come back. I don't know how the Jabbercypher come back and Balance of Power got worse, but it looks like he has come back. Some of the Rat Boys are coming in. We do have some Eshin Triads and some Storm Vermin Shields. Get these boys nice and close together. Try and see if you can take out the Tuskals. Maybe try and see if you can save these Rat Ogres. 3 models can certainly do some punching, that's for sure. We do actually have some Storm Vermin Sword and Shield coming in to protect as well. We need to chase off this Bray Shaman in the wild. Even though it's only got 195 health, it can certainly do some good damage. Jabbercypher is broken. And so we are going to have a couple of Ungors in the middle. Very surprised to see these Ungors coming back at 3 leadership. It's like, yeah, we are going to be breaking the rest here using Tuskal Chariots. This is really, really good gameplay here from Von Carstein. Just chasing off all the elements you need to chase off. It's very smart play. I don't know if we have enough to kill the double assassin. I really don't. If the Jabbercypher goes and we lose the Tuskal Chariot, it could be game. It could be game. So the Storm Vermin Shields still have 51 models, 1,200 HP left. They're going to be roughly 10 leadership. I think once these elements go off, I think we can watch Balance of Power change it just a little bit. Yeah, Balance of Power is going to drop with him leaving. I think the Tuskal Chariot is actually going to hold a lot here, because that's also going to be your caster, right? So once we'll just watch that there, see when he goes off. And yeah, this is going to be the most important thing, because he could cycle charge and kill these two, no problem. So Balance of Power should drop massively when he goes off. Small chunk, not massive. But it is significant. It is significant on the Balance of Power element, just to get some of these boys back in. Eshin Triads, unspottable going. Oh my god, the insta-shattered as well. That's really unfortunate. A lot of that happens. Where you just see them insta-shatter for no apparent reason. But here, a few units are going to be out in the open. They probably ought to wait for the majority of their forces to come back and find them. But it looks like here... Yeah, I'll allow you to move through the trees because there's no advantage here. But this is otherwise would be... He's not forcing engagement in the trees, but yeah. I don't know if this is winnable for the Scavy boys. I'm not sure. Assassin's Trophy should be able to wipe out Malagor pretty quickly, but it depends what we got from Malagor. Depends what sort of winds of magic we're talking about. He is a man that has lots of mana. Lots of mana. He also has that negative 4 leadership, I believe, as well. Yeah, unholy... Oh, no, unholy power. Oh, he didn't come in with a negative leadership. He just came in with Flock of Doom. That's how powerful Flock of Doom is currently. Assassin's Trophy does go down. That does actually kind of force him to stay in the air, but he is going to dive. That's really bold. You now turn and burn on him if you can. All the damage you get in there is excellent. Tuskal Chariots are going to swoop in to try and get the kills they can. Looks like they have broken here for the Storm Vermin Sword and Shield. Both the Assassins are surrounded here. We could lose the Chaos Warhounds very quickly. We have lost those, so it's now going to be these guys fighting. Malagor is going to run away. Oh, I don't know if that was a big hit though on Tuskal Chariot. How many we got left here? 2? Yeah, 2. So we're now going to be wavering. We have to engage. Oh, no, now we're going to be engaging over here for the Storm Vermin shields that have come back. Just big cycle charge through. Some hits that should go down on Malagor, hopefully. If we can hold them in place. Traitor King going to go down. That is damage there. We are actually going to yeet one of the assassins there, unfortunately. If we can get a successful hit here. Was that a successful hit? That looked like a successful hit. That's very good indeed. Oh no, he's been caught on one. That's really bad there for the Tuskal Chariots. He got caught. Yes, and he kills one. So one does go down here. We are going to have the double assassins. Can we do it here with the sneaky boys? I don't know. Assassin's Trophy does go down. Can we try and see if we can start that castle is the question. Here, if you're Malagor, you need to try and see if you can cycle charge as much as possible. Staying in combat here is not the one. That is not the one. You need to have this chariot here just continue. He needs to stay in combat now. He can't run away. He can't run away. Big hit goes down in the Tuskal Chariot. I think this is the end here for the Beastmen. Now he's gone down. Malagor has to stay in combat. He's going to swoop in. All of those very, very weird animations. He is actually, I think he is actually trying to stay. Yeah, he is trying to stay in combat, but he can't. He can't because of Malagor's animations, right? The Chaos Warhounds are coming back in, so we are going to be chasing off the Tuskal Chariot. That's really, really wise. Get this bad boy off the battlefield here. Do us 230 health. He can certainly come back and cause some damage. Just one cycle charge could do anything. You get a high roll with the anti-infantry. You can certainly, do a couple hundred damage if you're not careful. So nice counter charge here up against the Chaos Warhounds. They will get a bonus there to charging, so plus 15 there from charge. That will wear off in a matter of seconds, and they'll insta-break because they're just exhausted. Yep, they insta-shattered as well. So Malagor has to come in now. He has no choice. So Malagor is going to come in. I don't know if we have an Assassin's Trophy up is the question. Not sure how long we're looking on that Assassin's Trophy. Assassin's Trophy here. Give me an Assassin, please. 60 seconds, so it's possible one could come up very, very quickly. He needs to hit high now, and he needs to... Oh, he has broken one. He has broken one. This is going to be super duper close. 60 melee attack, 35 melee defense. This all comes down to RNGesus. 45 melee defense, so he should successfully hit the majority of the time, but you're also going to get the majority back. Assassin's Trophy should win the game. Unfortunately, he hit the wrong one. This one here was clearly on cooldown. There's going to be some big hits up against Malagor as well. That is going to finish him off, and that is going to be an awesome first game here between these two guys. What a fantastic, fantastic game. Mr. Juggernaut Total War, how are we doing, my friend? I hope you're doing very, very well today. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. What a game between these XMT legends, man. Awesome stuff. Now, for any of you that might be wondering why the Brave Shaman of the Wild might be a little bit powerful on a Tuskal Chariot, or just any chariot at the moment currently, yeah, that's why. But here we're going to have 950 here for Malagor the Dark Omen, 2,200 here for the Brave Shaman of Wild, 230 here for the Ungor Spearheads, 280, and 160 with 380 as well. 127 here for the Ungor Raiders. As we can see here, 105 kills, 800 damage value for the Tuskal Chariots, with 500 here for 30 kills as well. 600 for the Chaos Warhounds, with 488 and 442 here for the Feral Manticores. 506 for the Chaos Spawn, 407 for the second unit, with 280 for the third. 122 kills, 2,136 damage value here for the Jabbercide for Mr. Von Carstein. Excellent, excellent game. We are going to come in with 39 kills, 470 for the Grey Seer Plague. A little bit unfortunate there, was a little bit isolated on its own from the majority, but did manage to hold off enough time to get some good summons in there. 1,027, 1,400 as well from the Assassin, this one here being absolutely clutch. Unfortunately, one of them actually was getting dragged by... what happens with the animations? You'll especially see this with the Dowies. Like if you just cycle charge into Ungrim, you'll find his axe goes up, and if you don't push him over, he'll just thump you straight down the middle of the chariot. And that's what happened with the Skaven Assassin. He got hit by the chariot, but didn't get knocked over. So actually, considering the speed, he shouldn't be able to hit. But because he was getting dragged along the floor, he actually got a swipe through and a full hit. And I think he got a pretty high roll and did a lot of damage, and actually managed to kill one of the chariots on the second blow. But 73 here, 72, 140, 20, and 180 here for the Skaven Slaves. The Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, 580. I think it's one of my stables here for the Lizardmen. For the Skaven. I really do like the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers. I almost think they're a must. I really like them. 690 here for the Eshin Triads. And looks like 908, 760, and 970 here for the Storm Vermin Sword and Shield. I really like the Sword and Shield variety. I think they could see some good places here in the current meta for Skaven. I really do like them. Yeah, sad mood noises. I know it's going. Yeah, so it is sad mood noises, but still, it was well played. It's nice to see Skaven getting a win. To be fair, we're 106 and 120 here for the Wolf Rats, with 166 kills for 720 damage value. We've got 1.15, 670, and 730 here for the Triple Rat Ogres. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. GG's well played. So we should be, yeah. Pokemon moves through to the final. Indeed. Alrighty, so let's move through here to game 2. So we are going to be having Deadly Bunnies fighting up against God Eater, I believe. I haven't actually checked the bottom bracket. Yes, it is. So Grumbrindle loses to Deadly Bunnies here, who has the Slaughterhorn tribe. And Mr. God Eater beats Wickedy with Clan Eshin using Nagaraith. Nagaraith has some really, really cool items for sure. So let's pop through here, and let's get us all set up. So let's have a look. We need to change that to Mr. God Eater. And then we're going to have number 2 here, which is going to be Deadly Bunnies. Fun dabby dozy. Alright, let's move through to the final then. Hello! Just found your channel and your content is awesome. Thanks and keep it up, lad. I really appreciate that, Juggernaut. Thank you very much, buddy. I really, really do appreciate that comment. That really means a lot, so thank you very much. It's very broken at the moment. That's the problem. Max your chat is someone cat. Oh, the chat. Oh, that's the blood effect, is it, with the Mortis engine? Okay. No Beastmen, final, shame. I know, Nick, but I know. But maybe Mr. Deadly Bunnies can progress here. So we are going to be on Pillar of Bone, just going to be waiting for these guys to set up, and we'll crack on straight with it. So that was a pretty fun first game, eh? Good Skaven equals dead Skaven. I can agree with that. Get some of that beautiful coffee in. Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited here to see what's going to happen between these two. High Elves up against Beastmen tended to be a pretty even matchup for the majority. You'd say it's probably slightly High Elf favoured. I now think without doubt it's Beastmen favoured. And that's without a shadow of a doubt either. So it should be interesting. Also, you can never know what Deadly Bunnies is going to bring. He's a bit of a loose cannon when it comes to that sort of thing. He could bring one build that's going to be great, or he could bring... I really don't know. He could bring anything. Alrighty. What brand of coffee do I drink? So I'm actually lactose intolerant, so I can't actually have like milk or any dairy. So I buy the cold brew. So cold brew is a it's a brand of coffee that it's a mocha coffee essentially using almond milk, and it's probably one of the best coffees I've ever bought, regardless of lactose intolerance or not, just ever. 1 second, guys. Just going to ask you guys a quick question. Alrighty, just going to post you guys a quick poll, see what you think. And 1 second. Sorry guys, just sorting out something very, very quickly. Okay, never mind. Right. We are ready, so let's play. Right, let's hop into it. I have Havana, you have almond milk. Yeah, almond milk's really good. I either have almond milk or I have coconut milk, which is really nice. So, coming in here. So, for the brand new, the Slaughterhorn tribe, we are going to be having the Chaos Warhounds with poison, as well as the Centaurs. Normal here, no armor piercing. Also going to have some Ungor herds as well, with a very nice red. Also coming in with some more Centaur great weapons. In the back we are going to have some Tuskor chariots, one there. We're also going to have some Centaurs in the back. And also a Brave Shaman of Wild on a Tuskor chariot. He is going to be coming with the Jagged Dagger, Viletide, Traitorkin, and also Bestial Surge. Here for the Lord Choice, of course, we are going to have Torox, the Brass Bull, who looks absolutely insane, coming in with a brass body and blood greed. Blood body is very good indeed. He is going to have some Ungor Spearmen, some Chaos Warhounds with poison, as well as Centaurs, Gore Herds, and all the rest. So very impressive here, liking this build. It should be very interesting to see what all these bad boys, including the double throwing axes, can do. Here for the bad boys of Nagaraith. So we are going to have the man, the myth, the legend, I'm sure. Yes, we are going to have a Lith Anar. So Lith Anar is a very good artillery piece. He is going to have the Moonbow, as well as Misled and Slippery. He will come in with that 356 missile armor piercing strength with that massive 300 range. Looking absolutely fantastic here with her red cape and the red horse. You can't really see it. Maybe I can see it on the other side. But the high elf mages are just like have gorgeous designs. But coming with a burning head, fireball, and kindle flame. And I believe there was someone else back here. Major life as well, coming with Earthblood and Life Bloom. I think if we get, is she going to be on horseback? I imagine she might be. No, she's going to be on foot. But still a gorgeous design. It is so nice how well they're designed. Like, it is really nice. In the front, Shadow Walkers. Looks like we're going to have quite a few Shadow Walkers. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Shadow Walkers. Up in the top, though, we are going to be having triple Illyrian Reavers, I believe. Yes, triple Illyrian Reavers. And that seems to be it. So 2 Dragon Princes at the back. So it's going to be full cav and range build. This is going to be really hard to pull off, I think. This should be really exciting. All right. Alright, so I just sent you guys a question. I'm not sure the recent DLC had that much of an effect on the matchup, honestly. I think Tuskal Chariots had a big effect. But in reality, I think you're correct. I don't think there is much, no. Apart from Tuskal Chariots, I think Tuskal Chariots do tip the favour if you bring three. If you bring three and a Lord on one as well, or a hero, could have an effect. It certainly could. I've seen Tuskal Chariots single-handedly wipe out Dragon Princes before. Can be pretty painful that way. But no, I can certainly agree with you current year. I think perhaps it's current year. I think you could agree with me that once the Chariot splash damage has been sorted here from the Beastmen and for the Greenskins, and we finished fixing these AoE bug spells, you know, where you're getting damage outside of the ring. Once the damage is just inside the ring, and it's been normalized, I think you're going to be seeing probably one of the best metas we've seen in probably a year and a half, I think. I mean, I've said this a few times. For you guys that have seen the channel, you guys will know that that's kind of what I expect to happen. So we are going to have one unit of the Ungol Spearheads in the back, and immediately they're going to be shooting straight out of the gate. So they're going to be punching right into the Centaurs. I don't think there's going to be enough to protect here, I don't think. We have double Dragon Princes and 3 Legion Reavers that are just nowhere near close. They're going to be trying to kite and shoot at the same time. You could get a Burning Head through here that could do some damage, but I think you're in big trouble here. I don't know. So it looks like that caster is going to get hopped on too. She is certainly going to be getting ripped apart here in the forest pretty damn quickly as well. Yeah, this is going to be some Vermintide stuff here in the middle, fighting up against the Beastmen. We are going to have Alif Anar, the decoy, in the trees. Alif Anar is going to be trying to shoot here. Valtai going down. Oh, that went down on the Dragon Princess. I literally thought that was just on the caster. Burning Head is going to come down through the Tentacle throwing axes. It is actually going to come through a lot of the forces. It does curve right at the end though, unfortunately. It's not going to go through the rest. But it's like here in the back, we are going to get some Chaos Warhounds and Poison fighting up against Shadow Warriors. We're also going to get some Ungol Spears and some Goreherds really hopping onto the backline range. Now, they need to keep kiting and moving. It is looking dangerous, though. It is looking dangerous. In the middle, though, we are going to have the Torques, the Brass Bull, and they're going to be pushing through to the middle. Now, we can't really catch... I don't know how that Fire Mage got out there. I think it's going to be the fact of yeeting in the Dragon Princes. So one Tuskal Chariot is caught in the middle. Tuskal Chariot can certainly do some good work in the pocket. Tuskal Chariot is taking no damage, and the Dragon Princes are just getting absolutely destroyed here. And so we have lost the Fire Mage. Fire Mage did get caught here by the Brave Shaman and Torques the Brass Bull, unfortunately. Looks like we are going to be dropping here with God Eater. It's such a shame to lose that Fire Mage right there. Legion Reavers haven't... Did they get shot? I'm not too sure what happened with them. But it looks like we're going to be still kiting here with these three. Could certainly do with getting those in and around and trying to just sort out some of the Tentacle Throwing Axe problems we've got here in the back. They're going to be bubbling up a little bit here as well. They're going to be conjoining, which is a little bit unfortunate because they'll both get caught in melee combat. And if you don't continuously micro them, they'll stay in melee combat, as you can see over here. Looks like we are going to be winning in combat, though, up against the Ungol Spears. We do have some Dragon Princes to rear charge. We actually have Alif Anar fighting here up against the Brass Bull. The Brass Bull should catch really quickly. He's got like, oh yeah, big hit coming through there. He got 64 speed up against 58 here from Alif Anar, even with Slippery Pops. He should do absolute damage here. 71 melee defense, as well as coming through with that 40% damage resistance. And that can only regenerate through melee combat as well, so having him fight here is really strong. Alif Anar is going to go down, I believe, once Alif Anar has broken. That will be balance of power, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so these three are going to try and pile in. They're going to do some good work here in the pocket. They should all break, and that is going to be a shatter and a really good game here from Deadly Bunnies and the Beastmen. Really nice. Let's have a look. Let's see what you guys are saying so far. So we've got 10 votes. We got... Oh, so a lot of you are favouring the Slaughterhorn tribe so far. That's really, really interesting. A lot of you like the Thousand Moors as well. The Thousand Moors, of course, is going to be Rakaf sub-faction. So a lot of you guys that might not remember, that's obviously going to be one of the newer ones as well. So 1,500 for Torques the Brass Bull, 607 here for the Brave Shaman, 300, 100, and 430 for the Ungol Spearheads with shields. Without the shields, we're going to get 390 and 400, so very good damage at the front. When the front line supported correctly, this front line can do very well. 280 here for the Gore Herds with shields, 706 here for the Blackhorn Ravengers, very good in my personal opinion. 780 here for the Centaurs, 100 and 240 here for the Centaurs as well. The Great Weapons getting 1040, as well as 770 here for the Tuscal Chariots with almost no damage to them. 570 to the Chaos Warhounds with poison, 180 with the Throwing Axes getting 700 and 900. Now these Tuscal Chariots were fighting up against Dragon Princes, and certainly live to tell the tale, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. But 511 for Lif Anar, 300 here for the Fire Mage, with 19 here for the Mage of Life. 380, 400. Oh, and it looks like we had triple Shadow Walkers as well. I thought we had 4 Shadow Walkers, but it looks like we had 2 Shadow Warriors and then Shadow Walkers of 550, 300, and 530 here as well. Now, Shadow Walkers kind of got a nerf because Poison got nerfed, but they had no changes to their models. No changes in cost, no changes in stats, so it's just an overall nerf, unfortunately. But we've got 104, 122, and 144 here for the Illyrian Reavers, with 860 and 1,270 here for the Dragon Princes. But I really like Shadow Walkers is the problem. They're probably one of my favourite units here for the High Elves. I just think they're such a cool unit. They are so cool. Here's my hot take. The Oracle is the most broken unit in this DLC. Really? I'd actually disagree. Pretty heavily, actually. Yeah, I'd pretty heavily disagree. I think the Skink Oracle is nowhere near as powerful as people make it out to be. Like, it costs like 2.7k, and I do not see a lot of people paying for it. I do not see a lot of people pay for its value. Like, everyone goes, oh, I got like 3.3k. I'm like, that's awesome. It also costs you like 2.8 to buy it and bring it, right? It's sort of like, I mean, it is powerful in the way that it can pretty comfortably pay for itself, but it should be able to. It should be getting at least, it's sort of like if you bring a Vampire Lord on a dragon, right? Let's say you bring a Blood Vampire Lord on a dragon, it costs you like 2.5k. If you don't get at least 3k with that army, you're not going to win. You can't win. You know, your zombies that are costing 500-600, you know, if you bring the RR as well, they're not going to get you 600 value. So you have to bring on that value somewhere else. And that's where the Vampire Lord comes in, right? You need to get that value there. And I think it's the same for the Skink Oracle. It is your Flying Lord on a dragon. It comes in with those big shots. It comes in with that magic damage. You need it to get that damage, and if it doesn't, and if you miss micro, like for example, it can't be brought up in a few matchups either. Like it can't be brought against Tomb Kings, it can't really be brought against Dowie. There's quite a few matchups it struggles in, but those that it does well in, it can do really well in. I must agree with that. But yeah, very interesting game. Okay. Ask. Alright, so let's very quickly hop in here. So, I need to go to settings. Give me just 2 seconds, guys. I can't engage it. So it's not going to be on... I'm just going to throw in an extra game. So if we go on to here, we'll go through to the bracket play. I said Von Karstein and God Eater could play in the semi-final. They could play for a 3rd place, sorry, if they wanted to. So I'm going to allow them to play, because otherwise, you know, we've got 1 game left. So I'll put in an extra game, so we'll do God Eater up against Von Karstein. So we'll just quickly kick the Deadly Bunnies. So where's Mr. God Eater? I'll invite him in. And I don't believe I have XMT on here. Don't believe I have him added. One second, XMT Von Karstein. Perfect. We'll do them for a 3rd place, I think. It'll be pretty fun. Just going to kick Pokemon for now. Pokemon, you are in the final. Don't fret, don't fret. You are in the final. Just, I was going to let God Eater and Von Carstein play. It comes out at 2.4 for me. Honestly, I'm yet to have a game where it hasn't paid for itself. No, I could agree. I could agree. It is in the category of what I would call probably very good. I wouldn't call it broken. I think broken's above that. I would say it's very good. I believe it's one of those units that will always pay for itself if you do the right things with it. But I don't. It could seem. I don't think it's broken, but I think it's very good. I think it's very good. But I like the discussion. I like the discussion it's currently. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Despite the Oracle, that's why I think. I tell you what. The way I would define it as broken. I'm just going to give him a random map here. Map is set. The double shot bug, it breaks it. I believe the double shot was intended, actually. I believe the double shot was intended. I think with like Flock of Doom with the AoE broken spell as well, you've got a lot of brilliant spells on it, right? You've got Earthblood. I think the one thing that actually makes it more OP than its double shot, I think, is actually that it has also all amazing spells. So I don't have the faction to go through it here, but the fact that it comes with pretty much all the base stuff you're going to want, right? It comes with the broken Flock of Doom, it comes with a Fireball that also has a broken mechanic at the moment, and it comes through with Earthblight. There are three things you want every time, always. And then you have it on top of its double shot, which, by the way, the broken thing about it, that maybe a lot of people don't know, is it has 150 bonus first large. That is the most in the game, by far. It has 150 bonus first large, and that's a double roll on 2 shots. Right? Why would it be intended? Damage output. For the majority, damage output. But it also comes off of its range, right? It's not a free shot. I'm pretty sure. The first isn't intended. The feral trog doesn't double shot. So if the second one is from the skink, and then it's counting as like the thrown knives from the Bloodrat Shrine, then I would say, okay, it could be broken, but if you just had the trog shot, if you just had the plus 150 bonus for slash trog shot, then I don't think you'd see it at all, ever. Because I don't think it would pay for itself. Perhaps. Trying to think. Yeah, so the way it works is the Troglodon shoots, which is where you get the plus 150 bonus versus large, and then the actual Skink Oracle shoots as well. They both count as that missile range. Now, they used to happen in the Bloodbrat Shrine, I believe, where the ladies with the throwing knives on the side used to get the same missile and armor-piercing damage as the main Bloodrat Shrine got, which was broken. That was 100% confirmed, like, just broken. It would do, like, 1,500 damage in, like, one go. Or up to 1,500 damage, I think, or something stupid like that. And yeah, I think the double trog. I mean, yeah, they could fix it. They could fix it. Would it ruin it? You would certainly see it a lot less. A lot less. Yeah, maybe you could say it's broken in that manner. I kind of like it for the spells it's got as well. I think the spells also make it really broken as well. Like coming in with Harmonic Convergence, it comes in with Fireball, Earthblood. It comes with all the cheap spells that you want as well, right? And I think it comes through with Wild Heart, I think. So it gives the increased mana as well. So that's pretty strong as well. We'll have a look afterwards. We'll have a look afterwards. Yes. So the sisters are meant to be both the sisters are meant to fire, whilst both are meant to fire. Both the Oracle and the Troglodon are meant to fire as well, but it's only the Troglodon that's meant to get all those high stats. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be a very similar build here. So we are going to have 2 Dragon Princes, 3 Illyrian Reavers, Shadow Walkers, 3 units, and probably 2 Shadow Warriors. Yes. We are going to have a Mage of Light, a Mage of Life, and a Lith Anar. So we're going to be having Net of Amantok, Earthblood with Life Bloom, and a Lith Anar with the Moonbow, Misled, and Slippery. So for the Beastmen, we are going to be having the Ungor Spearheads with shields. I'm sure we'll have a few without shields as well. No, all with shields, very interesting. We're also going to be having, the Sons of Goros. Very nice here. They do actually come with that lovely Guardian and Rowdy. We'll be having Centaurs on the side, mixing in here with some Chaos Warhounds with Poison. The British Shaman of Wild on a lovely Chariot. He's going to be having the Jagged Dagger, Traitorkin, Dissolve, and Bestial Surge. Here we are going to be having the Ferromanticores, 2 Ferromanticores, and a Doom Ball by the looks. Yes. So the Doom Ball here will be having the Barbed Knuckle Boxing, as well as Slaughter's Call and Blood Greed. Over here on the left, we are going to be having 2 more Centaurs. Make that 3 with another Poison Chaos Warhounds. Rolling them together, rolling them dirty is pretty nice. 93 speed, 95 here for the Chaos Warhounds with Poison. And then what you do is slow them down and you just truck them over here using Centaurs. Very nice. Oh, these are the throwing axes. I beg your pardon. Do we have the... we do have the Sons of Goros. Okay, so we have the Sons of Goros and we have the Gorokus of the Wolf's Run. Okay, so these bad boys are really nice as well. Pretty new here. I do like this unit. Comes through with the Drunken Bravado. Coming in with that +4 Restoration, plus Leadership, and Perfect Vigor. Which can be very nice for that poison as well, on top of their melee attacks and on top of their range. Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Von Karstein, fantastic. This is going to be the 3rd place match. I said we'd do a 3rd place match just to throw a little bit more content at you guys, because otherwise we would have only had 1 more game left. Alright, so when these 2 are ready. Good luck, have fun from both sides. Nice. Ah, yes. Thank you, Bibington, for saying that. Looks like 16 votes. A couple more votes. I'll wait for you guys to vote a little bit more, but it's like the Slaughterhorn is going to be taking it so far. Looks like Ironbrow's Expedition and the Ghost of the Forks are going to be even, with the Thousand Moors coming up very closely behind. Cool. Right, let's do it then. He will surpass Nagash. How we doing, Mr. Matt? How we doing, Mr. America? How we doing well, buddy? Yeah, please ask all the questions you have, Mr. Down on the Blunder. I'll try and answer as many as I can. My knowledge as well is, not always perfect, but I'm always trying to learn myself as well. So shots going to be going down here into the double Ferromanticores. What else we got going through? Looks like we are going to be pushing over the Illyrian Reavers, trying to see if we can screen out this bunch. I think certainly the Centaurs are going to win in this engagement. We're going to be having 32 on 36, up against 29 on 26. Okay, maybe not then. Illyrian Reavers, they don't mess around.
The winds are ours.
So they should fight pretty well in these engagements. Nets are going to go down here on the Chaos Warhounds with poison. So they should be able to drop back here using the Shadow Walkers, charging in here downhill from the Dragon Princes. Going to certainly clean up crew here up against the Chaos Warhounds with poison. Nets just going to be pinning them all in place. Fantastic stuff. In the front line, looks like the Ungol Spearheads with shields. I'm going to be pushing in as well. And it looks like getting caught on the outside is going to be the Ungol Spearheads as well. We have some Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors here, and they're going to be shooting into the front line, so we're going to be shooting into some Centaurs. Going to be pushing back here and just trying to kite to the best of our abilities. Looks like we are going to be breaking here for one Illyrian Reaver in the pocket. Dragon Prince is going to be moving out here just a little bit, looking amazing here in their black and white. They look really nice here in the Nagarath armor, that's for sure. Nagarath armor comes in all black and white. Going to be fighting in here in that melee combat, just fighting up against the Doom Ball. Doom Ball is going to be coming in to get those big splash damage hits in. Look at that, fantastic stuff. He's going to be working really hard in the pockets. Actually managed to break some of the Shadow Warriors as well. He does come with fear, but not terror. So that's something interesting to take into consideration. Alethanar with Slippery. He's going to be helping to fight in the pocket. Can we get maybe a misled out there is the question. We're trying to see if we can utilise that as well. So the Gorg Hooves of the Wolf's Run going to be fighting here up against the Shadow Warriors. Shadow Warriors here are going to be getting caught. They are going to be fighting. Or at least some of them are going to be fighting whilst they're trying to walk away. They're going to be fighting here up against the nice Spearheads and also the Gorg Hooves of the Wolf's Run. Maybe get some nice throwing axes in there as well to try and cleaver out the rest. Charges coming down from the still Centaurs, as we do get some really nice charges here from the Dragon Princes. Trace King going to go down and actually kill a model before it gets into combat. That's always a big win there from that spell. Charges here coming from the Sons of Goros with that nice armor piercing. Magic damage as well, just to negate all that physical resistance. And Lifanar here is just going to get absolutely yeeted by the Brave Shaman of Wild. He's going to be coming around here on that chariot. Throwing axes here going to be carving straight into Lifanar from the Gorkhus of the Wolf's Run. Big charges coming in for the Brave Shaman of Wild. Balance of Power is going to pull away here from the High Owls, and a big fat Dumpsky here coming through from Von Karstein. Very nice indeed. Yeah, we had this a bit oppressive, isn't it? I think the foot kite approach in general is okay, but you need more cav. You need more cav. Like the fact that you can go this wide with the Beastmen, you just can't protect. Like you got what's that? They're 1,100, so that's 3.3. These 850 each, so that's going to be 1,700, 3.3, that's 5k worth of battleline range to protect with 5 units of cav. I think a couple of Silver Helms in here might have helped. A couple of Silver Helms with 2 more Illyrian Reavers, you know, just really thicken it out a little bit more. So maybe 3 Silver Helms, 2 Illyrian Reavers on top, so you've got like, what's that? That's 8 units of cav compared to 5. That could really help here, that's for sure. And maybe drop the Major Life, or Major... Was the Major Light really needed? The Major Light makes sense, because you're going to be netting all around, but you certainly need her on horseback. Yeah, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. So it looks like here we got 300 for the Doom Ball, with 1,300 for the Brave Shaman of Wild. 160, 623, 240, 355, 358 here for the Ungol Spearman with shields. 340, 1,100, and a 390 here for the Centaurs, with 490 here for the Sons of Goros. 570 here for the Centaur throwing axes, 590 for the Gorkhus of the Wolf's Run, as well as 525, 300 here for the Chaos Warhounds with poison, with 240 and 360 for the Feral Manticores. 240 here for Aleph and Nar, 26, and 76 here for the Major Light. We've got 560, 300 here from the Shadow Warriors, with 780, 300, and 660 here for the Shadow Walkers. 250, 180, and 170 for the Illyrian Reavers, with 777 and 276 for the Dragon Princes. Very good indeed. Thanks for this good tournament. No problem at all, buddy. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. So we are going to pop through here. We need Punknabon. But Elite Cav! Always take ground knights when possible. So, but, even more savagery. Yes, I could agree with that as well. This kind of list, maybe not so much. I think, yeah. I think something that does really well in this matchup to deal with like the front line is just like Rangers. Anti-infantry Rangers do really nice. They just carve through everything, and they do a really good job of it. So we're in the poll. It looks like here the Slaughterhorn tribe winning at 33%. So a third of you said that you preferred the Beastmen as the new DLC. Ironbrows actually takes over the Lizardmen as well as the FLC, and the FLC Recalf comes in at the bottom. That's good though, I kind of enjoyed that. Alright, I tell you what, as we are on to Dragon Princes. Let's ask you guys another question. And we'll also throw in some... There we go. Alright, ask the community. Go, go, go! Answer. Which is your favourite cavalry? So are you going to be liking Dragon Princes here? Or are we going to be liking... Oh, what's the final map? Outskirts. Yeah, well, I mean, if you like the 1,000 Moors, that's really cool. Like, they came through with a few units as well. It's kind of what I was hoping for the Ironbrows expedition. I was kind of hoping, like, we might get an ROR too that we got with the 1,000 Moors, but it's a shame we didn't. But I'm still very happy that we got Ironbrow indeed. So it looks like here... oh, okay, interesting. So we got 4 Elite Knights there. So we're going to be having Dragon Princes, Blood Knights, Demogryph Knights, and the Grail Knights. Which are your favourite? Which are your favourite out of those options? Favourite Elite Cav? The answer was yes. I love that, Matt. I love that. That's fantastic. I like how Dwarfs never win these polls. Yeah, Dwarfs, I've always said it, guys. Dwarfs are very Marmite. You either love them or you hate them. It's just the way it goes. Oh, for Elite Cav, I should have put in Gyro Bombers. God damn it. But yeah, like, which is your favourite? And guys, we're going to go through to the final here. Obviously, today is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream for me, for you guys that know me and generally how long the streams go on for. So we'll be the final game, and I will be wrapping up afterwards. I do have to shoot home today. I'll be away for 2 days as well, but you guys will have content. I have content ready for you guys to go. So I'll be back there on Saturday doing some more bits and bobs as well. Slayers a cav. Vote the Slayers, giant ones specifically. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, please feel free to smash that like button. That would really help here, as it does act as an interaction and then promotes the live stream here to the wider audience of YouTube. And if you guys are enjoying all the content you see here on the channel, please feel free to subscribe as well. That really aids, as I'm really trying to go towards 1,000 subscribers, so I become a partner with CA and also become a partner here with YouTube. That would certainly help a lot. Hope North can get some love in Warhammer 3. Warhammer 3 and North have already been commented on by CA, and they said there is going to be some love for Norska soon. It's a terrible multiplayer faction. Of what we would probably call the bottom current faction, it is certainly in a better state as some of the bottom factions we've had previously, i.e. Beastmen. Yes, a Sunday for you, down on the run, indeed, Sunday, yes. So Pugnabon on the right, and then we're going to be having Deadly Bunnies on the right. Lovely jubbly. Let's move Pugnabon around, and let's shoot over. They might do an update. They've certainly done updates for Warhammer 1 since Warhammer 2's been out. So I think there will be some changes, yeah. Oh, thank you, Juggernaut, thank you. So I think there should be. I think there should be some changes coming back. But I think once we roll over to Warhammer 3, I think we'll be on Warhammer 3 from the foreseeable future. Right and right. Oh, I must have missed that joke. I don't know what I did. I probably did something right. Maybe I'm just saying it a lot. So, we're in the final here. Beastmen up against Skaven. Should be very interesting. The fighters of chaos, as you should probably call them. Not the worshippers for sure. Alright, we're going to be loaded in. Let's go over here with those filthy Skaven. So we're going to mix in here with the front line. We are going to have a unit here, or let's make that 3 units of the lovely rat ogres. We're going to be having 3 units of the wolf rats with poison. Storm vermin, sword and shields here in the front. I think it looks like it's going to be 3 units. That is going to be 3 units in the front. We're going to have some Skaven slaves. It looks like at least 5 units, including the clan Vulcan tail slashers. A unit there. Where were the anti-large? Where are they? There they are. The Eshin triads. And it looks like we're going to have some more Skaven slaves as well. So pretty common build here. We are going to be having the double assassin with the same items, the rival hide talisman, and also coming in with assassin's trophy. The Gracier Plague, who's going to come in with arcane conduit, vermintide, the dreaded 13th spell, unholy clamor, scorch, and also plague rash with potent of the venomous doom. Also going to have the wall of the unholy sound, plus 5 melee attack, plus 4 leadership, very handy here in the front line. Very handy at keeping your Skaven slaves fighting for longer, which is also obviously what we always want. We're going to have some Ungor herds, mixing with some Gore herds with shields. Also going to have some Ungor herds, and in the front here some Chaos Warhounds with poison, Ungor herds with the shields, and Chaos Warhounds. In the back here we are going to have some Minotaur shields, and some Minotaur shields. We're going to have some Bray Shaman of Beasts, and we're going to be having Taurox, the Brass Bull. So the big Brass Bull boy, he's going to come in with the Brass Body and the Blood Greave. And on foot here is going to be the Bray Shaman of Beasts, coming in with the transformation of Gidon, the Jagged Dagger, and Flock of Doom. Here in the final, we are going to be having the lovely Brood Mother. She's going to be having, let's have a look here. Oh, we lost her. Not too sure what happened there. She's going to be over there. So the Brood Mother here. Oh no, it keeps going off. So we're going to be having the Aura of Madness for that damage over time. And the Searing Bile of Blood. Which is actually going to do the Armor Sundering and Armor Piercing damage. Which is pretty interesting. Alright, so this should be pretty interesting here. No chariots indeed for the boys here in the black. But the boys here in the green, they certainly got lots of poison to deal with it. Alright, yeah. Good Skaven equals dead Skaven. I could agree. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, so looks like a lot of you are fancying the Blood Knights. I like it. Then Demogryphs, then looks like we're going to be having Dragon Princes coming up the rear, with Grail Knights being the least popular. As I've always told you, Mr. America. That's a lot of people's favourite. Yeah, it should be interesting to see how this is going to go. I think we're going to have a full push here from the Beastmen. And this is a smart push. A lot of people might push these out to their maximum, but you want to have them close enough to the Minotaurs with shields. I want to have them nice and close here so they can assist pretty quickly. Don't know why I hate Skaven so much. I like Skaven. I like some of their ideals. I like their lore. Like, I'm just used to fighting these boys in Vermintide pretty much daily at this point. So, like, they just seem like other rats to me, right? I think in lore as well, there's nothing really like... There's some really cool things about them, but there's nothing like super special for the majority. But if you ask me what I love the most in Warhammer Total War, it is killing Skaven. I think in a lot of the lore as well, there's just like thousands upon probably millions of Skaven. Just every single time, there's just someone that's just killing just an absurd amount of Skaven. I think here in the back, the idea is we've got some nice wolf rats with poison. Maybe try and see if we can get in the back and shut down some of these range units or any of the cavalry, including chariots, but looks like these warhounds with poison aren't really going to be able to hop onto too much. In the front, no 28 charge, we can certainly charge downhill here on the Ungol herds. I think that might have been not a bad idea to charge down here though, get that extra charge bonus, smash in, get the damage and get out. A little bit unprotected in the front. We are going to move around the back though, using the Chaos Warhounds. They're going to certainly flutter around the back here, but there's going to be no range to hop onto. A lot of the successful builds I've actually seen recently either have very, very little or no range at all from the Skaven. Look, there's going to be another bait with the Skaven Slaves moving forward with the Storm Vermin shields. Nice 90 armor, but we are going to be charging in here with the Minotaurs with the shields. Now, they should be able to cover out pretty quickly, but we've got Rat Ogres as well that can offer a punch. Now, we do have 110 arm-piercing weapon strength up against Rat Ogres with the 83. We have 12 models here, though, up against 12 as well, so it's pretty interesting to take into consideration. Flock of Doom, though, is going to go down on the Rat Ogres, Storm Vermin, and the rest. Let's get a look here. Bray Shaman is close. He doesn't want to get run over here. Rival Hide Talisman. Oh my god, he just got yeeted. But it's like Rival Hide Talisman and Assassin's Trophy going down, which means that that's going to be 0 melee attack for him and almost no melee defense. So I'm going to be blocking out using the Minotaurs. Minotaurs could do some good work here once that Rival Hide Talisman has gone. We're not going to get Manticore Summon over the top. Oh, look at that. We are going to be having the Brass Ball. He's going to be fighting here up against the Greyseer Plague, as he has a Rat Ogre here just dinging that bell and calling that to Wall of Sand, giving that increased vigor and leadership. We do have the Rat Ogres coming in. They're going to be punching up against Taurox, but he is going to have that damage resistance, melee defense as well. But he's also going to be fighting up against Skaven Slaves and the Assassin. So we do have to be careful here. Manticore is going to be coming after the Greyseer Plague. It's also going to be getting chased here by the Wolf Rats with poison, but he's certainly going to be trying to attack here the Greyseer Plague, get as much damage as he possibly can. Looks like in the middle here, looks like the Bray Shaman is going to be trying to fight for his life up against the Wolf Rats with poison. He kind of needs to drop out here if he really can, but it looks like he's not going to get too much of a choice. So we have the Storm Vermin shields coming back into the pocket. There's not really too much else going on around. Looks like in the back we did manage to get the Chaos with the poison with these Warhounds. They're going to be popping on, but it looks like we are going to have a nice Scorch going straight down up against those guys. That's a really nice Scorch. That's a very nice Scorch here, coming out of Pugnabon. Now, Pugnabon is going to be fighting using the Brood Mother. She's going to get that damage over time here in the pocket from Deadly Bunnies. And that's going to be very nice as well. Coming in with that Armor Sundering, that damage whenever she uses the Vortex spell as well. And she's certainly going to be trying to pop after the Greyseer if she can. Coming in with Taurox, Taurox is going to come in with those big axes. Headbutt here into the back of the Greyseer Plague. He's going to be down to 2,100 HP, also mixing in here with the nice Brood Mother. She has 450 anti-infantry armor piercing weapon strength. Very good here, just pretty much removing anything on this battlefield. We still have some Storm Vermin Sword and Shield. They should be able to come in and certainly Cleaver here. But they're not really going to be able to hold back Taurox. Taurox is going to have some lovely splash attack animations as well. But he's certainly going to be chasing after the Greyseer Plague. Now, one thing the Pugnabon has struggled with is really stopping things from hopping onto his Greyseer Plague. Obviously, we have 3 Rat Ogres that can normally pin in for general. But otherwise, you are going to be struggling here. Pugnabon is going to be winning though. That's a nice summon in the back there that is going to actually hold in Taurox. The Broodmother is going to be doing damage over time. It looks like here we've also lost the Minotaurs for shields. Looks like we are going to be using some Skaven Slaves in the pocket. Assassin, though, still going to be fighting. The double Assassins can certainly do some really good damage here. 52 melee defense, though, for the Broodmother. But it is looking pretty dire here for the Beastmen. And there we go. I think that is going to be a pull out there from Deadly Bunnies. Big fan of the Tolkien universe, so am I. Big fan. That's pretty much what brought me back into this, right? I knew about this as a kid. I knew a lot more about 40k. And then, you know, watched a lot of the Tolkien universe and watched all the films. And then I just, you know, Ducky started getting back into this. I got into it a little bit, played lots of campaign. And then multiplayer just flooded me. And I was like, I love it. I'm all about it. Yes, both these are children of chaos. That's the perfect word there, Mr. Down Under Blunder. Trying to read through the books now. So much more happening than portrayed in the movies. Yes, indeed, indeed. The books are very good. 800 for the Grey Seer Plague, with 270 and 440 here for the Assassins. Looks like here we got 130 here for the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, with 730 here for the lovely Eshin Triads. For the Storm Vermin Sword and Shields, we've got 970, 830, with 670 here for the Storm Vermin. 350, 320, and also 330 here for the Wolf Rats with Poison, with 1044, 530, and 1070 here for the Rat Ogres. Very nice and Pokemon, and a big dubski here from him. 1,300 for Torx the Brass Bull, 560 here for the Brave Shaman Beasts, but 180, 220, 190, 60, and 0 here from the Ungor Herds. 130 and 280 for the Gore Herd Shields, with 22 and 80 here for the Chaos Warhounds with Poison. 706, 680, and 590 for the Minotaurs, with 620 here for the Broodmother Jabba's Scythe. Now, the one thing I've always noticed is if you've got good mobility support here for your infantry, something that's really going to pull the infantry around and allows them to fight one-on-one with Ungor herds, etc., they generally perform very, very well. And you can see when they lose, there's a direct comparison for the front line. Like, normally you can see certain units even when you lose, like Storm Vermin Shields should do pretty good, or like for the majority you're going to see everything drop. But one thing, I'm not entirely sure how to say this, but I've certainly noticed that when certain units that are good at cleaning up mass infantry, such as chariots, or like, for example, the Broodmother or Torok struggle, the infantry immediately takes a big punch because it is so susceptible to getting shot down very, very quickly. Well, I was reading I was thinking, oh great, there's like 4 to 5 civs with languages. Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%, man. There's a lot of work that goes into Warhammer. I got a bit lucky with withdrawal by player after I lost to... I think that you played well today, dude. You played well today. And like, we can't always play all the time, and you know, that's part of the tournament scene, right? If people pull out, you know, listen, that's where you benefit, right? So GG's and well played here to Mr. Pugdebon. Everybody, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please smash that like button. Also subscribe as well. It'll be very helpful here for the channel. And if you've already done all of those awesome things, join up with the Discord as well. You can see all the tournaments and stuff coming forward. And also, if you'd like to do even more than that, maybe try sharing this with a friend as well, because then it will really help this channel grow. Maybe try and send it forward to someone that maybe hasn't played Warhammer before, maybe someone that has that just hasn't heard of the channel. That would be very handy. Now, coming forward, I'm going to be away for 2 days, and when I come back, this is going to shoot off. I have got a lot of content to come forward, and some really, really awesome content for that matter. I've got a massive tournament with some really big names coming forward here as well. That's going to be the shorter one, and then I've got a large, gigantic live stream coming forward, which should be involving about 28 players, and that's all going to be done all in one go. So that should be really exciting as well. So hopefully all of you guys... sorry, I just saw that. I just got kicked into public. I saw this. I was like, Who the hell is this guy? So, yeah, hopefully, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Stay tuned and stay very aware on the Discord here for all of the stuff coming forward. And hopefully there I should be able to update all of you guys for all of the cool stuff coming forward. Now, don't shoot anywhere just yet. Very, very quickly here, let's have a look, see who's online. We are going to be having a rubber duck of war, so let's send you in his direction. So he's going to be on the live stream here.
I'm Arj.
I'm Melissa.
So we'll try and see if we can send you guys towards him. So it looks like he's going to be casting currently, so copy there. And we can send you on in his direction. So go and check out Rubber Duck War. He's another awesome guy in the community. He is going to be doing a live stream right now with all of the awesome content here that he has. So take care of yourselves during these times, and I'll be seeing you once I get back on Saturday. So see you then.